game as long as possible.
Yeah, no question. They're going to need him to play big minutes. He was probably set to play 39 minutes had he not fouled out in that first game.
Well, Fernando entering the floor here, along with Shilde Dundao, Gilson Bango, and Eduardo Francisco, currently member of SLB Benfica, who had a very good year in the Basketball Champions League this year with one of his former teammates, Ivan Almeida, currently playing for Cabo Verde here in the FIBA World Cup as well. Right now, it's all about national team duties. Well, Pep Claros knows they must win tonight. This game is up for grabs after the Italians lose to the Dominican Republic. It's going to be anybody's party here. Well, Mabuhay Kamusta. Welcome, basketball fans. Let's get this party started. Clarkson getting the first possession. Interesting now, they have Scotty Thompson, the MVP of the PBA, currently plays with Ginebra. Showing the backcourt. AG looking to isolate now, getting a handoff. Finding Clarkson. 3 seconds now, Thompson kicks out. Ramos had the shot, pulls up in the mid-range, doesn't get it. And go look at the offensive rebound now. Now the pushes. Finds to it down, a good transition from the Filipinos. Well, it's not a bounds, an early turnover. Yeah, you kind of expect Angola to capitalize on the transition there.
Yeah, I think a mistake there from the young player, Francisco. Really needs to finish that, especially with Clarkson as the lone defender back. He's not looking to take an early foul there.
Well, interesting enough, Chartway is really believing in Scotty Thompson. Chuck obviously coaching, or being a part of the coaching staff in and out, even as a technical director with TNT Tropangiga, one of the powerhouses. Blocks the pump fakes, nowhere to go, steps in. Gets rejected, good defense. Now Angola can push this. Well, Dundao misses, but the follow-up still can't get it. Bago gets the rebound, the foul is going to be called against Juma Fajardo.
Yeah, not exactly textbook transition offense there from Angola. Maybe got away with a little carry there from Dundao, but you see the presence inside. Bruno Fernando ready to rotate. And also interesting assignment, they put the young 19-year-old Eduardo Francisco starting out on Clarkson. So a little bit more size and length than what he saw in game one.
As we mentioned, the line for Angola, number 8, Jason Bango, had some relatively good minutes in the opening game against the Italians. Like we saw against Italy, the Angolans really are going to have to try and take advantage of their transition game. Bango makes 2 free throws. Thompson here in the backcourt. Got it by Dundao. Philippines, again, not renowned for their half-court offense. Very exciting team to watch here that like to play run and gun. Now Clarkson's going to be heavily defended by every Angolan player on the floor. Right down the middle. Fumbles it. Finds Clarkson. Thompson down the middle. Finds Juma Fajardo at Mabuhay. Salamat Juma Fajardo with a throwdown. And he gets the first 2 points of the game for Gilas Pilipinas. Now the home crowd here, rallying behind their home team. Can Angola silence down the critics? Fernando taking on AJ Edu. Bumpy going baseline, way off the mark. Now Gilas looking to push this. Dwight finding an open, gets his pocket pick. Juma comes up with a loose ball. Pump fakes, got to go up with it. Big man can't get it. A good defense by Angola, but AJ Edu comes up with a loose ball. Finds Clarkson, takes a 3. 3 is up. 3 is no good. But Angola, both teams looking quite nervous here, trying to get possession.
Yeah, a little bit of frantic pace here from both teams. The electricity of this crowd clearly affecting everyone.
Well, just listen to these fans right now. 3 is up by Dundao. No good. Bango gets the offensive board, but he can't put it back. Gets stripped here, but Angola right now diving on the floor for the ball. Showing their hunger. Wait, turn it over again, but at the moment, nobody can get a hold of it. And again, Francisco maybe should have gotten that one.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. The young player able to come up with that loose ball, but you can see early on Angola all over the offensive rebounds.
Thompson here on the perimeter. Got it by Shilde Dundal. Now we're on the 10 here on the shot clock for Clarkson. Got it by the young Francisco. Clarkson nowhere to go. Kicks out to Ramos. 24-second violation. Again, the structure of Gilas Pilipinas offense. I mean, coach, very much it's a spread out isolation play.
Yeah, and I think this is something they're going to have to adjust to. So you've got the pressure on the perimeter from Francisco, more length than what Clarkson saw in game one, but then behind him, you've got the two bigs. Both Bango and Fernando are able to really protect the rim. So they're going to have to knock down some threes in order to loosen up and make the bigs have to come out to the perimeter.
Well, there's a dunk by Juma Fajardo and Laba Pilipinas, who sold for the big man. That's what got the home crowd in this game. They're going to need more from that. 16 points from Juma Fajardo. Dow coming off a pick and pop with Fernando. Going in and around, can't get it. Secures the rebound. Gilas looking to push this one. Still a 2-point ball game. Knox are getting bumped. They're going to call a foul on the ground. Well, there's almost a hesitation there. You felt they were going to call a traveling violation, maybe.
Yeah, I thought that was coming too, especially since the play before. Fernando also got a little bit of contact on his drive without a call.
On the last two FIBA Basketball World Cups, the Philippines have only got one victory, and that was against Senegal in 2014. But they surprised the world with close games. They almost beat Argentina. It was Jason Castro, the blur. And Clarkson losing the ball again. Now Angola looking to push this one. Going for another three. Three is up. No good. They secure the rebound. They got numbers now. Clarkson looking to go all the way. Hangs up. Gets rejected, but Dwight Ramos with a follow-up. That's why you always go in for second chances.
Yeah, great initial contest there from Gonçalves, but not enough people back for Angola there.
Home crowd trying to rally behind their team. Fernando thought about the three-point. That's going to be a nutmeg now. Well, they've given that to the Philippines, interestingly.
Yeah, it must have been through the legs there. Not a great pass there from Fernando.
Philippines with a chance to take the lead. You know one thing, any bucket they get right now, Coach, the home crowd is just going to continue to make the electricity in this building go out of control. Pagoy with the mid-range. Pagoy goes up and capitalizes on the mismatch against Dundal. Angola need a bit of composure now. Defensively, they got to keep the crowd silent. Just Mango coming up to set the ball screen. He goes for a long two-pointer. Tries to go off the backboard. Probably not the best shot in the offense.
Yeah, definitely not what Coach Claros wanted there.
Pagoy finding Ramos. Pump fakes. Goes in and around, hangs up in the air, and all of a sudden, Pagoy. And he points out at Gabe Norwood, said, I've come ready to play. 4-point lead to the Philippines. Then they're trying to set a double high screen for Dundal. They need something here to emotionally try and stabilize their play. That's going to be a kickball violation. It's always tough to play in such, not a hostile environment, but a very passionate, loud fan base.
Yeah, no question. You see them going back to the set we saw them use a lot in that first game. I believe they called it Nana, but you see Bango on the roll there with Fernando popping behind them. That's one of their sets that they go to quite a bit, but they've got to find something to help ground them right now. Crowd already a big factor in this game.
Well, Liconi and Shilde Dundal, two very good perimeter shooters, but a three-pointer would calm the nerves down. But again, another wide-open miss attempt there for Angola. Just under 4.5. Philippines leading by 2 possessions. Clarkson's being smothered on defense. Finding Pagoy. Pagoy going for another tough one. Dwight Ramos follows up with an offensive rebound. And the foul is going to be called here. Juma Fajardo, this is good for him because he has to solidify position in the double block and draw contact and fouls on the defense.
Well, he has the size and strength advantage. These Angolan bigs are long and athletic, very mobile, but when teams start to bang, that's something different.
They've gone with a big lineup now, checking into the game. 7'3", Kai Sota. Now, he struggled immensely against Karl Anthony Towns, but I guess right now they're trying to match with the defense. They're trying to put 2 centers in the game.
Well, you know, Kai Sotto can step out and shoot it too, so it'd be interesting to see defensively how he does, but definitely an interesting look here from Gilas.
Well, Pagoy had the spin out there, but wasn't able to capitalize. Makonda with a bit of time, hesitates, goes up, avoids the block. And that's going to be possession to Angola. Angola needs a battle for offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and these have been good looks. You know, they've been right around the rim on a lot of different stuff. Bigs rolling, guards penetrating. They just haven't been able to finish yet.
Well, checking into the game, Japeth Aguilar featured in that infamous 2013 FIBA Asia Cup in which they defeated South Korea in the semifinals. Makonda here on the ball, defended by Dwight Ramos. Goes to the basket, gets rejected. Well, Japeth Aguilar, are you kidding me? The rim protection, he said, paalam, goodbye in Tagalog. Welcome to Manila, but right now, you're not welcome in the Araneta Coliseum. Japeth Aguilar setting the tone early. A nice play in the post, goes up, and they're gonna get an ad one. This is better now. De Souza will go to the free throw line here for the three-point play.
Yeah, really nice baseline out of bounds play there. Just a little back pick for the big, finding De Souza there on the dive. They've been around the rim. I think they've had some really quality looks. Just have to settle down a little bit, get some composure when they go to finish.
Well, checking into the game, CJ Perez, another play that you remember. Go back to this game 4 years ago when you were coaching Angola. In regulation, he had the last shot to win the game, and it became, you know, a very tough situation for him at that time.
Yeah, I think we were all holding our breath. You know, for anybody that watched that game, he had a pretty solid look from 3 that would have beat us. Thankfully, he missed it, and we were able to win in overtime.
Still a 1-point lead here to Gilas. The boy coming off one ball screen. Bonnie Clarkson takes a quick 3. 3 is up, and the 3 is good from downtown. Well, JC cooking it up early.
Yeah, and I think that's a nice move from Gilas, moving Clarkson off the ball, knowing he'd get trapped a lot as the primary ball handler.
Well, down the lane, goes up, and he serves up. Kai Sotto with a one-handed jam. Well, De Souza just silences the crowd.
And Domingos, great pass there.
Well, they got numbers again. They're going to go up, and Francisco gets fouled. Interesting enough, we're not seeing Kiefer Ravenna here in the backcourt for Gilas.
Yeah, you know, Josie Makonda really been a pest here for Gilas. He's been able to get by his guy a couple times offensively, and then, of course, here able to rip the point guard there at half court.
Well, he just said to Kai Sotto, obrigado. Thank you very much. That's a posterizing dunk.
I mean, Silvio's a phenomenal athlete. Obviously started his career at University of Kansas. Had a great season in France this year.
Again, free throws are going to be so imperative for these two teams. You just never want to look back on the game and think the outcome could have been different had you made your free throws. Pep Clados, one of the greatest in international basketball. Makes the second one. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Perez just avoiding the 8-second violation. Almost turned it over again. And he's looking very nervous right now here in the backcourt. Has to have played with some composure. Clarkson drawing the foul. And that's going to be the 13th foul against Angola.
Yeah, you can see De Souza ready to jump out into those traps. There's no question. Anytime Clarkson's coming off a ball screen, Angola's going to look to trap him, make him be a passer.
Well, Paulo, you know, who also played in that game 4 years ago for you in China in 2019. He's played in 3 FIBA World Cups. If I'm correct, 2 Olympics for Angola?
Yeah, he's such a great elder statesman for the game in Angola. Still in phenomenal shape right now.
Well, the boy was wide open. Kai pump fakes. Goes in and looking right. Kyrene Sotto with the hook shot. Well, Kyrene the Dream making his announcement here in the game.
Yeah, maybe that gives him a little bit of confidence. Didn't have a great game in game 1 of the tournament, but a talented young player for the Philippines.
Well, Domingos goes for the floater. He's going to airball that one, but Angola saved this. Arnold finds Maconda. Maconda's got to force up a Hail Mary three. Can't get it. But De Souza battling the offensive boards, and Kai Soto's going to get called for the foul.
Angola just dominating Gilas on the glass right now.
Well, that is Kyriem Soto with the dream hook. Kaiju was doing it for the Hiroshima Dragonflies, but now it's with Gilas Pilipinas. That's beautiful.
I mean, he's a skilled big. A lot of fanfare for him as a young player in the Philippines. Came over to the U.S. with the G League Unite for a little bit. Still a very young, talented player, just 21 years old.
And now De Souza really has been a good impactful player for Angola. If he can really battle and just compete for offensive rebounds, he can really, in his mind, keep Angola mentally in this game.
And they've done that. 8 offensive rebounds already in this first quarter. The bigs of Angola are very tough to keep off the glass.
Makes the second free throw.
Yeah, and that should be 2 points. Yeah, he deflected that in.
That's 2 points. It should be, yeah. Pep Claros is saying to the... There he counted, so 2-point play. So Kai Soto has just awarded Angola a 3-point play, essentially. Bloxen coming off one screen. Bloxen banging down, nowhere to go. Has to put up a circus shot. And again, rattles its way in the basket. Coach, I can see you shaking your head right now. There's a reason that this man was the 6th man of the year in the NBA in 2021.
Yeah, unbelievable finish there. And interesting, Angola keeping length on him with Lionel Paulo now matched up.
So Domingos struggling from the perimeter against Italy. And unable to find his rhythm. Bloxen finding Bagoy. Goes for a quick three. It's up, no good. There's the offensive rebound. And that's going to be the 4th and final team foul against Angola. 1:19 to go here in the first quarter. Well, here's a big change coming into the game for Gilas Pilipinas. Jamie Malonzo along with Ren Zabando. Ren Zabando currently playing in the Korean Basketball League. And here's a look at the foul that was committed. Ren Zabando becoming one of 3 Gilas players to play in the Korean Basketball League. Finds Japeth. Japeth goes into the jump hook. Harris goes into the tip-off for the energy points, playing in the favor of Gilas.
Yeah, that's twice now. Perez not blocked out there, able to get his hand on the offensive rebound.
5-point lead to Gilas. Angola just trying to find a rhythm here. Maconda in the backcourt. He's doing the lane now. Kicks out to Lionel Paulo. Paulo hesitated. Goes baseline. Paulo goes up. Can't get it. And now Gilas have numbers. There's down the middle. They'll try to dish off to Kai Soto. Maconda comes up with it. And then now Paulo's going to fail. Oh, he missed a layup. Well, it's becoming a disaster right now here for Angola. But can Gilas capitalize? 10 seconds difference between game clock and shot clock. Gilas without a natural point guard here on the floor. They're spinning now. Goes for a deep three, and he's fouled in the process. Oh, coach, it's becoming freestyle basketball out of control, but Lionel Paulo doesn't do his team any favors by contesting that shot.
Yeah, definitely a mental mistake there, and that's kind of been this quarter for Angola. They've gotten great looks. They've had transition opportunities that they couldn't finish. It's really, the offensive rebounds that have kept them in this thing.
Well, poor Lionel Paulo, you got to feel for him because he's one of the ultimate primetime professionals and a great leader for any team. But unfortunately, missing a wide open, not taking the three-pointer in the corner in one play, but then missing a layup in transition and now committing this foul.
Yeah, I think my heart feels for him. Often players, want to try to make up for whatever mistake just happened, and sometimes that compounds the mistakes.
I tell you what, he's such an inspirational person to speak to, Lionel Paulo, because he's so proud, as we mentioned yesterday, 2 days ago, to feature for his national team. He's also a very intelligent man as well.
Oh, no question. I mean, his work ethic, sets the tone for that entire group.
Last 10 seconds. Gilas leading by 7. Angola want to finish the first quarter on a high note. Domingos now coming off one screen. Kicks out. 3 is up and it rounds its way in and out. But ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, it is Gilas Filipinas who lead the Swamp 19-12 in a rematch of the 2019 FIBA World Cup. These two teams compete here in Group A. Both will have to finish their games off. This against Italy and the Dominican Republic. But, you know, so far, Sean Ray is really going through his entire lineup here in the first quarter.
Yeah, definitely coming to the bench pretty often and with some of the younger players. So really good minutes and experience there. Great to see Kai Soto come in and contribute right away.
We saw the stats. Gilas shooting 50% with inside the rainbow. The 1 3-pointer coming from Jordan Clarkson. Well, this was great defense. That was just a rejection saying, no in me casa. You know, one thing that Angola needs to take advantage of, if they get loose balls, they have to use their speed to get out in transition to get more buckets.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've created the transition looks they want. They just have not been able to finish them.
You know, every...
Going back to Kai Soto, of course, he still has a lot to learn in his game.
Yeah, no question. Really talented young player. You know, obviously at his size, 7'3", but he can step out, shoot it. We saw the running hook there. I think he's still figuring out his game, and you know, will be a big player for this national team moving forward.
Angola trailing by 7 points so far here in the first half, and they turn things around. Justin Domingos currently in the backcourt along with Makonda. Makonda coming off one ball screen. Trace down the right. Good hands by Kai Soto. Domingos hasn't made a 3 yet. It still struggles, but another offensive board here for Angola. Domingos hesitates, hangs in the air. That's a better play from him, so he'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots.
Yeah, I mean, Angola able to dominate on the offensive rebounds. I believe that brings them up to 10 already in this game, and if it were not for that, they'd be in big trouble. Struggling mightily from the perimeter. You know, Gilas has to recognize that the only thing they've got going is that rebounding. Stay compact, keep your guy in front of you, make sure you're blocking out, finishing every play.
Of course, you get back 4 years ago when Domingos was playing for you in this 2019 FIBA World Cup. What has been the biggest improvement in his game so far?
Well, you know, back then he was a young 23-year-old, had never been with the national team. Part of what we were trying to do was introduce some of the younger guys into the fold. So, you know, it's great to see him still a big part of what they're doing here.
CJ Perez still playing in the backcourt as the point guard for Gilas. Got to get the ball over the court. Got to be careful. That 2 times could have been called for an offensive foul. Soto throwing a pass down to AJ Edu. Now Angola looking to push this one. Essentially a 2-possession game if they go for a 3-pointer. Domingos steps up, takes it, fires it. That's big time for Justin Domingos.
Got to admire the confidence there. Had missed badly on his previous attempts, still shooting as they go under on the pick and roll.
Clarkson now spinning around, nowhere to go here. Perez goes for another 3-point. 4 is up, and a nice response there by CJ Perez. Well, turns it over now. Alonso finds Perez down low to Kyriem. Oh, Kai again passing up the opportunity. You can hear the home crowd just saying, throw it down, Kai. Throw it down, Kyriem Soto. Right now, they need the Japanese B-League Kaiju to come out here.
Yeah, both teams struggling to finish with their number break opportunities. 5-on-4 there with Domingos down on the ground. Gilas not able to convert.
Well, finds the big man. Kai goes for the fadeaway. Nice play there by the big fella. Kyriem Soto pulls up to 4 points. There you can see the bench scoring. Philippines with 13, Angola with 12. Looking for a penetration. Kicks out to Leonel Paulo. Goes to three-pointer. Kai Soto with the rebound.
That's not Paulo's game there. He needs to be patient. And again, compounding the mistake of the shot with the foul here.
Well, Clarkson getting absolutely smothered on defense right now. Almost nowhere to move.
Well, he's got to get used to that. This Angola team has a lot of long athletes, putting much more size on him than what he saw in his first game.
Early stages here of the second quarter. A.J. Edu matching up again with an NBA player. Clarkson can make this a 10-point ball game. Doesn't get it. A.J. Edu! Salamat! A.J. Edu! Well, what a big-time throwdown. And all of a sudden, Pep Clarkson has got to call timeout because he's got a problem. A.J. Edu has just sent a voltage of electricity. There was a three-pointer, and A.J. said, Maganda Gabi, good night, Manila. That is for you. What a big-time throwdown. Welcome to the world of international basketball, A.J.
No juega fuerte, no juega duro. No juega fuerte, no juega duro. No vas a alto tampoco. Estás jugando aquí fuera. Aquí tenemos que presionar toda la pista. Tenemos que presionar cuando juegas el extremo. ¿Cómo pasa bola? A Leo. Si Leo tiene que cortar. Si Leo tiene que cortar. ¿Cómo tú ayudas a hombre grande y dejamos a dos jugadores? Bruno, hay que ya trabajar más. Hay que correr. No hay ni un short sprint. No hay ni un contraataque.
Yeah, and you saw the offensive rebound numbers pop up on that screen there. Really the only thing keeping Angola close right now. Coach Claros there during that timeout, really admonishing his guys for not playing tougher, looking to block out, talking about that they have the bigs. Those guys need to be physical, make sure they're getting a body on everyone.
Of course, what offensively can Angola do right now to kind of settle themselves down and build some rhythm?
Well, I think, we haven't seen Fernando on the block at all. They've been running this same set pretty often. The pick and pop from one big. That's a tough call right there. But I feel like they can find a little bit of consistency with maybe some low post touches. Shooting's always been an issue for them. So can they get something easy? Yeah, that's a really hard call. If anything, he's being impeded on his cut. So I'm sure that's frustrating for Angola there.
Well, Pep Claros, of course, one of the more experienced coaches in international basketball. And, relatively does a great job of maintaining his composure. But he understands. He's frustrated. That's got to be an offensive foul, surely. Oh, Coach, I'm going to leave that one to you.
Yeah, you see the referee there signaling for, potential flop. That's a tough call there.
Well, 11-point ball game to Gilas. Fernando with a post-up. Fernando hot bump, finds Duke Dallas. Got to make this one. Gets to get the drop at another offensive board. Gets the and one. Bruno. Well, Bruno's saying that he got fouled earlier, but I think he should just be happy that he's got the three-point play at least.
Well, and once again, the Angolan bigs all over these offensive rebounds. Gilas has got to find a way to keep these guys off the glass.
Well, Angola definitely dominating offensive rebounds so far. 11 offensive boards for Angola, 6 for Gilas Filipinos. And Kai Soto now picking up his third personal foul. A very promising young basketball player, but one thing he's going to have to adapt to. Everybody's talking about the physicality. I think he needs to adapt to the speed of the game.
Yeah, no question. There's still a big learning curve for him. But, playing in Japan at a high level, I think that's going to really help in his development.
Well, Kai Soto played for the Hiroshima Dragonflies, who made it to the B-League playoffs. Unfortunately, although winning game 1 against the Chiba Jets, lost in game 3. How is this season done? Well, Bagoy looking for the post-up. Draws a double team. Kicks out. Edu pump fakes. Fakes the pass, goes in. Tries to go for the tip-in. No good. Now Angola can push this. Dow finds Bruno Fernando and boa noche. Good night. Fernando with no regard for the transition defense.
And that was a vicious finish there from Fernando. That's what they've been needing on this transition.
Well, AJ Adu gave up his last three. Can't get this one. 6-point ball game. This cut this down to a 2-possession game. Confidence building in the Angolans offense. Eagles gets fouled hard there by CJ Perez. That's going to be the 13th foul against Gilas Filipinas.
Yeah, and you see Angola.
I mean, look at this, coach. I mean, sorry. That is simply good night, Jordan Clarkson. I mean, he posturized it, put him on a poster. Obrigado. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't think there are very many players that want to stay in the way of Bruno Fernando getting downhill like that.
Oh, you know it's Bruno time when he gets out of transition. Well, Dundao now finding an opening. Kicks out. McCurdy hasn't made a three yet. Oh, off the back. Coach, did you pull that one?
I think right now Angola will take anything that goes into the basket. So certainly a little bit of luck there for Lucchini. But, you know, with the shooting woes they've had, they'll take it.
Well, 5:52 to go here. Chart Reyes of TNT Trabangiga currently coaching Gilas Filipinas. He wants to talk it over, so let's go and listen to what Chart has to say.
Guys, remember, when we post up AJ, your man is helping. So guys, kick out. Right, Eric Ajura, that's it for somebody. Let you get the ball right there. Let's go Utah. Let's go Utah. Get back on D. Now all we need to do is rebound. Guys, we gotta rebound now. Let's go. Get on the floor.
Yeah, you see Coach Reyes there imploring his guys to rebound. Angola with a 10-point advantage in second chance points right now.
Well, Gilas did lead by double digits, but now it's been cut down to 3 points. And De Souza, you know, you talked about this earlier. His offensive rebound has really been the key input for these Angolan players.
Yeah, I mean, De Souza is just a load down there. Really elite athlete. Had a great season in France, developing and scoring a little bit, but right now impacting the game with his roles in offensive rebound.
Well, Thompson back in the full court here. Being defended by Dundao. Gilas trying to find some composure. Fajardo now stops, kicks out to Scotty. Well, now being guarded by Bruno Fernando. Home crowd wanted Juma to take him on. Juma pump fakes. In the paint, big man can't get it. Ramos can't get it either. Well, surely that's going to be a jump ball. That will go back to Gilas with 5:26.
Yeah, credit to Scotty Thompson for sticking his nose in there. You know, Bruno Fernando, obviously a big boy on those boards. So Gilas trying to fight, do the best they can to compete on the glass.
Well, 14 seconds here on the shot clock. Thompson with the bound miss. They got Juma, Fajardo, AJ Adu, Dwight Ramos, and Jordan Clarkson in the game. They got to get the ball inbound. Juma now trying to bully his way. Goes in, no foul call. Good defense. Well, Lucchini currently in the game along with Shirley Dundao. Francisco as well, the young 19-year-old Gilson Bango. Fernando playing that 5 role. Fernando. Down to Bango. Just some pump fakes. Lucchini made his last 3. Back-to-back triples. And he ties the game up at 28 apiece.
Yeah, and you know, Lucchini is a player that can warm up and score. So maybe this is going to put him in the flow that the Angola team needs right now.
Ramos turning it over. Now Angola with a chance to take the lead. Well, defensively, Pep Claros came to this game knowing that they had to take Jordan Clarkson out of this. Dundao, big one. Can't get it, but AJ Adu secures the board. Can Gilas restore some order? Lassa now. Step back, deep three, takes it, doesn't get it. Fajardo with the offensive board, but that's going to go back to Angola.
And we got a flop warning there on Clarkson. A little bit of a welcome to international basketball moment for him. I'm sure he's not used to that.
Well, here's a second three-pointer from Lucchini in the game. Struggled immensely from the perimeter against the Italians, but he is feeling the confidence early. 4:17 to go. Angola finally with a chance.
And Angola continuing to go with this roll and replace middle pick and roll action with the bigs. You know, I'd love to see both of them down low a little bit more. Maybe short rolls for Fernando, but not out on the three-point line as much as he's been.
Denny's been cooking. Goes for another one. Blocks him with the rebound. Angola with 2 team fouls so far. JC really out of control. That may have got away with a carry, coach.
Yeah, I think he did right there.
Again, another Gilas turnover. Edu hangs up in the air to him. Tower can waste the opportunity. Now look out below. One more time. Clarkson with a two-handed jam. And this crowd getting back into this one.
And that's been an issue for Angola. They've had great transition opportunities that they have not been able to finish in this first half.
Well, they almost turned it over. But amazing, incredible. Bruno Fernando didn't get the ball from Francisco. You gotta feed the big man.
Yeah, I agree. There have been a couple of times where Fernando's had early post-up opportunities and the guards have not delivered it to him.
Well, there's a two-handed dunk by Jordan Clarkson. And that is Lava Filipinas. Well, definitely a big-time fan favorite here. Not only just in the Philippines, worldwide. That's how great a player he is. Well, getting him down to Juma Fajardo. Coach, we've seen this quite a lot. Sometimes Gilas, they have 1 5-second violation call, but here you can see Clarkson trying to find something. Ramos takes a three is up, no good. Fighting for the offensive boards. He's going on the ground. But where I was going, Coach, was they do struggle at times to get the ball inbound.
Yeah, you know, was wondering to see what they were going to run on that last side out of bounds with Clarkson in the weak side corner. But the most important part of any inbounds play is getting it in initially.
In that case, like, what do? Do you screen away? Do you try to get over? I mean, it's very tough because it's almost like they're relying on each other individually to get inbounds.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they haven't run more action for Clarkson off the ball.
Time winding down here in the shot clock. Clarkson twisted, goes for the tough fadeaway, mid-range, doesn't get it. Angola have numbers. Dow's going to go for a three in transition. He nails that one and gives Angola a 1-point lead with under 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, just a matter of time before these shots start going down for Angola. They couldn't stay this cold the entire half.
Clarkson getting the mismatch here. Way to go on the offense. Kicks out to Dwight. A few seconds now. Tries to go behind the back. Ramos, three, corner, got it! That's a big-time three-pointer by Dwight Ramos.
Yeah, great response there from Gilas. The fancy behind-the-back pass from Clarkson, but he's made the right play every time with all the attention he's drawing, getting his teammates involved.
2 points of separation. Now just nearly 2 minutes left here in the first half. Kenny kicks out to Bruno. Bruno wants to go for a three-pointer, and Fernando steps up big time with a dagger right in the face of A.J. Edu.
Yeah, I'm not sure the step-back dribble three-pointer is exactly what Coach Claros wanted there, but Angola will take it.
Clarkson still struggling. Another turnover. Trying to get any rhythm here. Kenny goes into the Euro step. The follow-up is good, and a nice transition by Angola as they have a three-point lead, and now Chot Reyes, he calls timeout. Bruno doesn't take many three-pointers, but when he does, well, if it's not, I'll say it again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, 2 big threes from both teams. The basket's starting to open up a little bit for both of them.
Let's listen now to Coach Chot Reyes.
Don't slide when the small guy is near you. Okay? Let him cut. Kumat ka na. Yeah. Yeah. Shut him out already. Yeah. Huwag na kayo mag-ball skin. Nothing is working on our ball skin. Okay? Okay? We gotta get zoom. Zoom action or guard to guard. Okay? Now, when we come down here, let's play pistol. Okay, pistol, but we attack it, okay? So let's attack pistol. Scotty and Roger. Okay, if they switch, bigay mo na kay Roger sa low or kay Scotty sa low.
You know, turnovers have been a key issue here for Gilas Filipinos. I mean, looking at the turnovers, am I correct right now? Gilas have 22 turnovers, I believe. No, I'm incorrect, and I apologize.
Yeah, still at double figures. Yeah, they're still at 10, which is way too much. You know that the pressure of Angola is going to be difficult to handle, but they need to do a better job of staying solid there. You know, the other thing we saw during that timeout, 9 fast break points for Angola, but that number could be significantly higher. They've missed a lot of easy opportunities in transition. Gilas has got to do a better job of getting back.
A 19-5 run for Angola here in the last 5 minutes. Gilas need an offense. They need something. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bagoy finding Clarkson. Clarkson goes for a deep three. That's way off the mark. Goes out of bounds. That will be Angola ball. Yeah, it's all freestyle right now here for Gilas.
Yeah, not a great shot there from Clarkson. Maybe a little bit of frustration from not having the ball a lot. You know, they have to know if they're going to move him off the ball, they need sets, him coming off of screens to keep him involved with what they're doing.
Angola with a 3-point lead. Good hands by Edu. Potential 2-for-1 here for Angola. Just down now. In and around the defense. Steps back, made his last 3. Edu towers and secures the board for Gilas Filipinas. This has been the post-up that Bagoy likes. Double team getting ready. Turns around, takes the mid-range, can't get it, but nobody going in for an offensive rebound. Maybe getting away with a carrying violation, but Angola will survive. Ango goes up, missed it. Angola unable to get the second chance, but now the last shot here potentially. Clarkson nowhere to go here. Draws another foul, and again, that's going to be the 14th foul. Interesting that Clarkson didn't slow it down to try and get the very last possession of the first half.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was aware of the clock or not. You know, also a rare opportunity for him where he's had the ball in his hands coming downhill. So, you know, the majority of this half, they've had him off the ball, maybe a little bit frustrated about the amount of touches he's had up until this point.
Well, Chop taking every single post player off the floor right now. 5 guards with 12.5 seconds left. No doubt he's put all the shooters on the court.
Yeah, and interesting, Angola stays big. You know, in fact, with 3 bigs on the floor here. So, a battle of styles for this last possession.
Clarkson here, got it by Bango. One thing on his mind. Twisting, turning, pump fakes in and around, goes up and doesn't finish it. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, it is indeed Angola who have a 3-point leader in game day 2 of this Group A edition of the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Well, at the moment, the Philippines coach, 10 turnovers, 10 too many in my mind.
Yeah, no question. You know, part of that, the decision to keep Clarkson off the ball, I can understand. They know that the trapping's going to come, but that means that the Gilas guards have got to be able to handle the pressure and find Clarkson in space where he can do something with it as a shooting guard.
There's statistics right now. Angola is shooting 31% from the perimeter with 5 out of 16 from downtown. Gilas only 3 triples with 11 field goals with inside the rainbow. The free throw says it all. It's an interesting stat there. Philippines, not so much on the offensive end, but collectively both defensive and offensive, leading the rebounds so far.
Yeah, you know, I think that's a little myth.
Angola leading by 3 points. They will get the first possession in the second half. AJ Edu on the floor with Kiefer Ravenna, Juman Fajardo, Dwight Ramos, and Jordan Clarkson. Bukeni, Shilde, Dundao, Cogila, Jilson Bango, and Bruno Fernando starting here for the Angolans.
Yeah, an interesting decision there to go with the 3 big lineup.
Well, the follow-up by Bango. Oh, Coach, that might be a bit of Bango time going on.
Yeah, once again, dominating the offensive rebounds. But Eduardo Francisco on the bench to start the second half for Angola. Be interesting to see. They've got Bango here guarding Clarkson.
Clarkson looking to attack. Nowhere to go. Then he's trying to penetrate. Down low, finds Fajardo. Fajardo gets rejected. Well, Fernando just said, not in your house. Good down now, kicking out to Jilson Bango. Angola have a mismatch down low. Dwight Ramos. We got Cogila. Gets up and another rejection. Well, we got a block party going on. Coach, blocks everywhere.
Yeah, and you know, really interesting. I'd be curious to know if Angola has ever used that lineup in their tune-up games. You know, I'm not sure of the decision to go with the 3 bigs. I thought Eduardo Francisco actually did a nice job defensively, but not a lot of shooting on the floor right now for Angola.
Angola's top scorer right now, Bruno Fernando, but there you saw Jordan Clarkson is now the top scorer in the game with 9 points. Fernando's made 1 3, doesn't get this one. Again, Angola quick to get the offensive boards. Hans Cogila goes up, and a foul is going to be put against the Angolan players. They want an unsportsmanlike foul. And I just wonder if the officials will review this one.
Yeah, definitely a hard landing there. Looked like there was a legitimate play on the ball. Just unfortunately lost his feet when he got the contact.
Again, a little starts with the fact that Giles is just allowing Angola too many offensive rebounds. But let's have a look at the replay. Hard foul?
Yeah, I think that's just a good hard foul.
Angola now 8 for 11 from the free throw line. Giles have only shot 3 free throws so far this evening. Very reminiscent of the opening game against Dominican Republic. Makes them both.
Yeah, maybe Coach Claros here doubling down on the offensive rebound advantage, going with 3 bigs on the floor. Not a lot of shooting, but you know, able to find their way to the free throw line there.
Being heavily defended by Lucani. Giles offense sometimes lacks a bit of structure. Right step back, 3 is up, 3 is good. It is Dwight Ramos time. Reggie Miller in a Giles Filipinos jersey.
Yeah, you saw CJ Perez there with the prayer up to God. I think that's not the kind of offense that they want to be living with, but Dwight Ramos coming up with a huge shot.
4th treble of the game now. Well, Kenny went in for it. Another foul has been called. This is going to be against Giles again, I believe. This one's against Dwight Ramos, I think.
Number 24, Dwight Ramos, his first personal, second team foul.
Well, a man who's faced a lot of criticism in the last, I'd say 10 years that he's been coaching this team, but nonetheless, Chalk Reyes is going to go down as probably one of the greatest coaches, in Giles history.
Yeah, and a lot of pressure in that position, especially as the host here at this World Cup.
Vidal being heavily defended. Running around a few screens, goes for another 3, and again, he turns down the temperature in this arena. And the home crowd now getting into this one, loving the occasion. Remember, the last time the FIBA World Cup was hosted here was 45 years ago in 1978, where the former Yugoslavia won the championship in this very arena. Savannah had a bit of an opening there. Nowhere to go. 6 seconds here. Cooper's got to step through. Puts up a little floater. He ties the game up at 40 apiece. But again, it's simple basketball from Angola, but chaos for the Philippines.
Yeah, that's 5 points there, but that's hard living. Those 2 shots have been really difficult. They've got to find a way to execute offensively if they're going to keep Clarkson off the ball.
U.S. fans getting into this. Fernando trying to bully his way to the basket. Double team coming. Vidal with another 3-pointer. Can't get it, but another offensive board. Well, I think they're going to call a flop technical against A.J. Edu. So there's going to be 1 free throw coming up for Angola. Well, surely you can tell that the home crowd definitely agree with that call.
Well, there had been a flop warning previously, so the officials really all over this. Hard to tell until we see a replay.
Let's have a look here.
Yeah, I think that's tough. I mean, Edu gives up a ton of size to Fernando. Looks like he took that in the chest. Not sure how much there was an embellishment there.
Well, Kenny makes the free throw, giving Angola a 1-point lead. AJ Edu, born in Cyprus, where his mother Josie met his father Oyetunde, and then they moved to Great Britain, where he grew up. Had the ability and the choice of playing for either Cyprus, Nigeria, Great Britain, but in the end decided to go with his mother's roots of Gilas Filipinas.
And you see Angola staying with this big lineup. They've got De Sosa now in the game. Bruno Fernando essentially playing the 3 spot for them offensively.
Dow going to the pick and roll, finds Bango. Nice little execution there by Angola.
Yeah, and if I'm Gilas defensively, I got to be more compact to that. They've got to be aware of the lack of shooting on the floor, maybe potentially even go to a zone. But certainly no way they can let these bigs just roll down the lane like that.
Well, that's going to be the second personal foul against Shilde Dundao. One thing I love about this player is, he will be relentless, give you non-stop full-court man-to-man pressure.
Yeah, no question. He's a special player. I can remember when we had him in one of our earlier training camps. Really young, 19-year-old kid then, but you knew he was going to be something special down the line.
AJ being guided by Bruno Fernando. Gilas offense. Keeper goes for a deep 3. 3 is up, no good. You can see where the rest of their basketball offense not coming into play now. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Angola. Down low to Kakula, the Bango. The twist goes in and around, finds De Souza. Can't get it. And that's going to be a 24-second violation. That would have been Kenny's 4th three-pointer of the game. But Gilas survived, but Coach, shot went up. They still just cannot keep Angola off the boards.
Yeah, well, now Angola is huge, so I can understand the problems there. They've got Ramos having to guard essentially a 5-man in Bongo, so there's going to be matchups everywhere. If Gilas is going to stay with this lineup, they're going to have to be really physical on their box outs.
I mean, how often do you find a team has 5 more offensive rebounds in the second half than defensive boards? And Chuba Fajardo goes up with it. The dime coming from Jordan Clarkson.
And I think that's where they have to go. The point guards of Gilas have struggled to create for others. I think you've got to put the ball in Clarkson's hands, live with the trapping, and know that he'll make the right decisions.
5:10 to go, and Kiefer Ravenna commits the 4th team foul for Gilas, so no more fouls to give here in the third. Go back to the previous thing I said there. Angola, in total, have 29 rebounds, but 17 of those have been offensive boards.
Yeah, it's an incredible number. Gilas has got to figure out how to keep them off the glass.
They got to be careful. They don't want to send Angola to the free throw line. The Sousa trying to go to work. Pompey steps through, goes up. It's going to be a traveling violation. Well, wasted opportunity there for Angola.
We'll have to see on the replay here. Looked like De Sosa dragged that pivot foot a little bit.
Well, the question is, did he need to pump faking, step through? Could he have gone with a jump hook? I mean, it's one of those in-game decisions in front of 10,000 passionate Filipino fans. You just cannot afford to make a mistake like that. This is still the top scorer so far for Gilas with 9 points. Austin hangs up in the air. He draws a contact to Pep Claros. Again, he's going to get a technical foul. Well, Pep Claros sarcastically calling for the traveling violation. And our lead official from Brazil, Guilherme Locatelli, teeing him up and saying, I've had enough of it. Claros needs to keep his composure right now.
Yeah, and that's not really the right moment for that. The Angola team's had a fairly decent run here. Not trying to do something that's going to get this crowd into it or get Gilas fired up.
Well, now Martin Kozlauskas, our referee from Latvia, just having final words with Claros, saying, look, this is a good game right now. Just keep your composure. Clarkson makes the free throw. So it's going to be 3 free throws coming up now for Gilas, and a chance to take a potential 2-point lead with 4:43 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and interesting there, you know, they've got Bongo guarding Clarkson. So Bongo traditionally a 5-man. He's on the ball and pick and roll, but it was a guard who set it. So Shilda Dundao is in position to switch, but instead they make Bongo go up over the top of the screen. You can see the little bump there on the foul.
Hey, you see the Pep Claros thinking he's giving an education to our referees, but look, we have got 3 of the very best referees in the business right now. Martin Kovzlauskas along with Guilherme Locatelli from Brazil and Latvia. 2 more free throws coming up.
Yeah, and Pep, you know, Pep knows at the international level, the worst thing you could do to the officials is to do something that the crowd can see. So, you know, the gesture with the hands, anything like that, that's going to get you a technical every single time.
3 for the charity stripe for Jordan Clarkson. He now moves up to 12 points. Clarkson also has 3 assists, 2 rebounds. US fans now finding their voice. Trying to get the ball down to Bruno Fernando. Dwight Ramos. Foul here to send and go to the free throw line. Fernando goes in. It's way too easy for the NBA superstar.
Yeah, and you know, they're just trying to pick on the matchup that they can find between the 3 bigs. If I'm Gillis, though, and I'm these other bigs, I'm not leaving the paint. So if they want to post one of these smaller defenders, I'm sitting there, make them kick it out.
Big 3 now. 3 is up, no good. Gillis with no chance to get any offensive boards. Angola with a chance to retake the lead. Kenny's been on fire so far from the perimeter. Cross it over down the middle. Picks up the teardrop, can't get it. Gillis come up with a loose ball. Well, Ramos made 1-3, goes for another one. Nothing dropping right now from the perimeter. Teams just need a little bit of composure here, trying to relax themselves, get into a rhythm, build that identity in their offense. Going back down to Bruno again. Bango left wide open, pump fakes, goes up and throws it down with 2 hands.
Yeah, you know, Gillis needs better discipline there. These post-ups giving them a lot of problems. Maybe going to a zone could be an adjustment they could make.
Fernando reaching in against AJ Edu. So now Justin Domingos coming in for Dundao. Juma Fajardo. What do we call it? The shell drill, maybe? You ball watching?
Well, you know, they're not clear on where their help's going to come from. And, you know, obviously it's a strange lineup. I'm sure that they never thought they would have to defend against. But they need to have some clarity about where's the help going to come, what are the rotations going to be. If anything, just staying compact in the paint's going to be the most important.
AJ Edu's throwing it right away. And now De Souza's going to finish this one with a one-handed rim rocker. Angola taking advantage of the Gilas turnovers. Well, they brought Pogoi back in the game here for Dwight Ramos. 4-point lead to Angola. Trying to find Clarkson. Under 10 here on the shot clock for Gilas. Clarkson pump fakes. Puts up a teardrop, doesn't get it. Fajardo the offensive board. Fakes the pass. Pogoi, 3, corner. Doesn't get it, but a foul is going to be called against De Souza. He's going to calm down now. They don't want to overreact with the referees. But great job there by Lucchini, stepping in to prevent his teammate from overreacting. That's going to be the 3rd team foul for Angola here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Lucchini coming in there, calming down De Souza. You definitely don't want to get a technical right now. Things going your way. Angola's just got to be patient here.
The change coming in is Juma Fajardo's going to leave the game. Now, Coach, I got to disagree with that substitution because Fajardo got you 2 offensive boards in the last position.
Well, I mean, their issues have been the post and the paint. So, you know, getting smaller, maybe not the right solution. You know, I've talked about it before. I'm surprised I haven't seen them in a zone. But they need to figure out something with this really big lineup that Angola has stuck with so far in the second half.
De Souza picking up back-to-back fouls in less than 10 seconds. That's the 4th and final team foul for Angola. So change coming in for the Angolans. It's now Fernandez, number 13, will check in for De Souza.
Yeah, and interesting substitution there. I mean, Coach Claros committed to staying with these bigs. Eduardo Francisco staying on the bench.
Clarkson going straight to the bucket and taking Gilson Bango back to school on that one. 2-point ball game. Good hands by Perez. They're going to call a foul here again. CJ Perez.
Holding foul by number 17, CJ Perez, penalty, that's his third.
I think they have him on a jersey grab there. The referee was right on that call, so he must have had a good angle.
Well, Gilas Filipinos winning 5 FIBA Asia Cup championships in 1960, 63, 67, 73. The recent was back in 1985. Right now they are looking for their first FIBA World Cup victory since 2014 in their final game in which they defeated Senegal. One Jimmy Alabag and Jason Castro currently sitting right in front of us at courtside with Gabe Norwood and Jeff Chan. Jimmy Alabag now been promoted, working with Mike Brown and the Sacramento Kings in the NBA as a player development coach. Player development, I believe. I might have got that one, the title wrong there.
No, that's right. He was assistant coach with the Stockton Kings, their G League affiliate, and you know, great story of him of going to the U.S. and really rising the ranks there as a coach.
There's now nowhere to go here. Finds Clarkson. Clarkson goes in. Counted. And you can see I won. Well, now it might be Jordan Clarkson time here as he is starting to cook it up. Well, CJ Perez dribbled into traffic, but Clarkson, it's almost like the beautiful touch of death every time he tries to kiss off the backboard.
Yeah, and just got, you know, lost there a little defensively in transition. Angola prior to that had done a nice job of really focusing on keeping the ball out of his hands.
16 points now for the former most improved player in the NBA back in 2021. Remember the Utah Jazz, teammates with Simone Fontecchio, who he'll play in 2 days' time. Under 2 minutes. Neither Angola nor the Philippines are able to commit any more fouls. Kenny's had a hot hand so far. Takes another one, can't get it. Clarkson fights for the rebound. Goes out of bounds, that will be Angola ball. Well, you love the fight there between Ara Pagoy and Bruno Fernando, but again, the respect and admiration as Fernando helps him back up to the ground, and the home crowd loving this. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. I think when he got to the ball, his foot was on the line. I think that's what the referee saw there.
10 here on the shot clock. 95 seconds to go in the third quarter. Domingo steps back. Deep three. Can't get it. Kai Soto with a rebound. US with a chance to retake the lead. This will be a monumental confidence booster going into the fourth quarter. Finds Perez. Perez looking for Soto. Soto fumbles it. Keeps this one alive. And a jump ball is going to be called, but that will be Gilas ball with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline possession.
Ball possession for Gilas.
I think Fernandez may be arguing with our referee Locatelli from Brazil. Maybe a possible traveling by. I don't think so, no.
9 seconds on the shot clock. 5 seconds to shoot.
Well, we got to get the ball inbound. Finding Clarkson here. Clarkson heavily defended on the show by Fernando. Clarkson mid-range takes it, doesn't get it. And now they push this one ahead. Kenny's got to go up, and Kenny's going to throw it down. Now it's a 3-point ball game.
Yeah, and that's that transition defense biting Gilas once again. Angola back to their more traditional lineup here. Eduardo Francisco in at the 3 and matched up with Clarkson here.
Well, there's a one-handed jam. Gilas fans, the anguish, anxiety, knowing they could have taken the lead. Here's finding Jordan Clarkson, 16 points here. Clarkson looking to isolate. Hesitation now, Clarkson in the lane. Finds Edu, goes up, and AJ Edu getting it 2 points for Gilas. Another assist for JC.
Yeah, and I like the decision there, putting Clarkson on the ball. I think you just have to trust him to be your playmaker for the rest of this game.
Well, Domingos, another wide open look again. Sinks that one, punishing Gilas' defense.
Yeah, big shot there from Domingos. Has kept his confidence from the first half and badly missed that first one, but kept firing away.
It's a sixth three-point field goal here. And another turnover, this time CJ Perez just throwing an out-of-control pass there. 0.6 of a second left on the third quarter for Angola, leading by 4 points.
If I'm the Philippines here, I want to be picking up full court, not to force the turnover, but just to make sure that you're not giving an opportunity to roll the ball. And now, you know, Domingos or whoever it might ever be is going to get a legit half-court opportunity versus, you know, some full-court heave.
Well, Domingos now puts up a full-court shot. Almost got it, but ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the third quarter, Angola holding on to a 4-point lead here in game day 2 of the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Well, again, you mentioned, Coach, the transition play from Angola, converting turnovers into those points in the fast break has been the underlying factor that's put them in the lead so far.
Yeah, you know, that's what they do well.
Pau 25. Hey, Pau 25. Tiramos lo grande de fuera. Uma. Segundo, atacamos pick and roll. Bruno dentro, que puede haber un ventaje. Extremo abre primero.
Well, here are some of the key moments from the third quarter.
How good does it feel to find everything on their school list and all the things?
Yeah, and interesting to see what Coach Claros is going to do here with his rotations in the fourth quarter. We've already seen a lot of big changes from the first game. Montero, who started in that first game against Italy, not playing at all at this game. At times they went with the ultra big lineup. You see Leonel Paulo now back on the floor with Eduardo Francisco on the bench. Coach Claros has shown he's willing to try you know, any combination that he thinks is going to be effective in that moment.
Fernando was scoreless in the first quarter, but then picked his game up in the second. But now Leonel Paulo, you know, who struggled in the first quarter immensely, has checked back in for the first time here in the second half.
And he's going to be asked to guard Clarkson, so important minutes for him to start the fourth quarter.
On the low block now, got it by AJ Edu. Goes up again, too big, too strong. And Bruno Fernando is just too good.
Yeah, and I think that's a great play coming out of the quarter. You know, I've been hoping to see him on the low block a little bit more.
AJ Edu had the three-pointer, and it's going to be a traveling violation. Defensive presence of Bruno Fernando. You can feel the anxiety, the anguish, and at times the disappointment from these Gilas fans.
Yeah, Paulo just caught on the floor there, although it did look like he might have stripped the ball prior to that, but bodies everywhere.
Well, the Philippines need a bucket on this possession. They're trailing by 6 points. Loxton will inbound this one. Got it by Leonel Paulo.
And you see Paulo all over there on his denies.
Loxton now kicks out. Pagoy had the three. Puts up the floater. The floater is good. A big-time shot by Ara Pagoy. Angola still with a 4-point lead, though. They don't have the momentum. Home crowd trying to get into this one. In this 2-3 zone defense. Bukeni down. Open up the three. Three is good. And Angola. Big time shot. 7-point ball game. Ravenna now trying to go to the basket, out of control, but he'll go to the free throw line. You know, this is interesting because in the games that we have seen, Gilas and tune-ups, they've never put their teams in foul trouble early in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you know, they've got to find a way to get points on the board. It's been a struggle for them all night. See here, Bukeni knocking down a big three-pointer, but, you know, I just think they haven't found their rhythm this whole game. You know, Clarkson being off the ball, never really getting a lot of clean looks. Whatever the decision is for keeping him at the 2, their point guards have not been able to create looks for him.
Bennett missed the first free throw. Yeah, now is not the time to have any jitters or nerves. The anxiety in this arena, Gilas knowing they must win this game if they're to have any chance of qualifying.
Yeah, and interesting here, we see Montero for the first time in this game coming in a big moment here in the 4th quarter. So, you know, Coach Claros coming with the entire lineup tonight.
Still a 6-point ball game. Gilas going back to a man-to-man defense. Domingos now trying to go in around the defense. Another 3 in the corner, 3 is up, and Angola. Now it is officially a 9-point ball game. The tide has been turned. Lucchini, he is on fire at the moment. Clarkson. Nowhere to go. Takes a tough one. No good. And it's looking doom and gloom right now for Gilas Filipinas.
Yeah, you know, just no rhythm at all. Clarkson having to force a tough one there. They've got to figure out something offensively that's going to spring him open a little bit. Even just some simple middle pick and roll stuff for him.
And again, Domingos making it an 11-point ball game. And Cha Reyes has to call timeout. Angola have silenced the Araneta Coliseum. Remember, it was Gilas who had an 11-point lead in the first quarter. And then they tried to shift and change their lineups. Multiple players coming in, and then they just lost that rhythm. They have never got it back ever since.
Yeah, you know, it's been some curious rotations there for Gilas. They just have not figured out a way to find a rhythm offensively. Clarkson, I'm sure, frustrated.
JC enters to the post. Okay, the ball. Nice. Enter to Junmar. Okay. Scotty, 45. Okay, Dwight ready. Mag-enter to Junmar. Nice. Flare screen on JC. Flare screen. Bigyan mo yan, libre. Okay, if it's not free, come back, guys. And dribble up. Okay, we're right here. We're right here, White. Come on.
Nos juntamos no porque me intento voto. Eles aqui têm pressa, não somos nós. Angola!
Well, Lucchini's been on fire so far. He has been cooking from the perimeter. You know what's interesting about this game? If Angola wins this one, it wouldn't necessarily be all over Gilas Filipinas, because with Italy losing today, and Gilas need to beat Italy in the final game, and having if Dominican Republic sweep this group, it could have 3 teams all be 1 and 2.
Yeah, no, exactly. And, you know, every possession is going to matter. Obviously, they're thinking about how to win this game, but point differential could become a very important aspect of the final group standings.
Well, Thompson back into the game here for the first time in the second half. Trying to find Juma. That's going to be the 4th and final team foul against Angola. This is good for Gilas, so any more fouls here will send him to the free throw line. And there's going to get called for the foul. Yeah, sometimes you think about the rotation of the Gilas players, and you just wonder who is the best 5 for this team.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you hope to come into this tournament knowing that, you know, a short tune-up with Clarkson in their camp. I think they only have 10 days.
Clarkson for 3, can't get it. The foul is going to be called against Juma Fajardo. But at the moment, Gilas, they are just searching for answers at the moment.
Yeah, you see them coming back with Thompson at the point guard. They seem committed to keeping Clarkson at the 2. But they've got to figure out a way, even just a simple zipper set, just some little bit of movement to get him the ball and then into middle pick and roll.
11-point lead to Angola. Well, quick 3. Montero takes it. Soto Towers for the rebound. Gilas have got to push something down. around the defense, goes in all the way. He missed a layup. Well, they got to get back on defense. It's Luke Kenny trying to push. He's fouled in transition, so 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, Clarkson obviously frustrated there. One of the easier shots he's had all game long, but again, Gilas struggling with the transition attack of Angola. You know, they had 2 guys back there, need to be more disciplined, not foul.
So 2 free throws coming up for Luke Kenny. Kenny really has been a game changer so far.
Looks like the referees are going to take a look at this one. I didn't see an unsportsmanlike.
Well, let's have a listen now to our referees. The upgrade has been made, and again, it's just disaster at the moment. You know, Dwight Ramos should know better.
Yeah, that's a really bad mistake there. They had 2 defenders back. Really should have just controlled the break like that. And at the end, you see him reaching down there and grabbing the arm. Gilas is going to have to find some composure right now. Everything not going their way, but you know, still with the free throw now, 12-point game, but that's still within reach, especially with a guy like Clarkson who can put a team on his back. They've got to stay composed.
Well, 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Luke Kenny about to put Angola up by 13 points, but they're going to get the ball back.
All attention for Angola.
Now Paulo will inbound us here for Angola. It's now the 3rd team foul for Gilas, just when they had an advantage against Angola. There he goes, another 3-pointer, can't get it. Ramos with a rebound. Can they get something in transition here? Nice, Soto. Tops it, 3, corner. Just can't get it. Nothing dropping here for Gilas.
Yeah, and that's a pretty decent look there from Thompson. You know, Gilas just not able to buy a basket right now.
Good hands. Doesn't want to pick up a foul here, though. He goes all the way. It's up a circus shot. Another good defensive play. Now, can they push something? Finds Ramos. Juma Fajardo. Now Kai Soto gets you out one. And Kyrie the Dream. Could this be the impetus, the adrenaline that Gilas needs?
Yeah, maybe Soto's the answer for them. You know, he's been able to come up with some big baskets. And they've been struggling offensively, so need to find some sort of counter to Clarkson with all the other guards struggling right now.
A young man who's had high expectations, and you know this from the days he was going to practices with his father when his old man played for NLX Road Warriors. It's been a tough ride so far, but can he be the difference? Doesn't get the 3-point play. Only with an 11-point lead. He goes down the lane. Montero wide open, 3, takes it, doesn't get it. They almost lose the rebound. Home crowd trying to rally behind their team. Ramos put a double team now. Goes out of bounds, and it's another turnover yet again. No composure from Gilas Filipinas' backcourt.
Yeah, and you know, it's been the same issue all game long. I think you got to have Clarkson as your primary guy. Sure, Angola is going to be trapping him, but he'll be able to make these other players better. When you've reversed those roles, they just haven't been able to create looks for their teammates. Tough turnover there from Ramos at this moment.
I think this has been an identity crisis here for Gilas, you know, not knowing who's their true point guard. Scotty Thompson starting in the lineup. CJ Perez didn't play in the Dominican Republic game. Played more minutes. Kiefer Avena not playing until the second half.
Yeah, and you see Gilas going small here. Soto at the 5 and 4 guards around him.
Another turnover. And CJ Perez unable to keep control of the basketball. Home crowd getting frustrated now. 13-point lead. Go down the lane. Finds Montero. Montero goes up and another foul called.
Yeah, and you see Bruno Fernando there. Angola is doing this with him on the bench right now. So Gilas really struggling to find a way to get back into this game. Coach Reyes trying just about everything in terms of lineup combinations, but they need to settle on something. I think featuring Clarkson as your ball handler, do they have enough shooting right now to just go spread pick and roll with Soto setting? Something simple, but Clarkson has got to have the ball in his hands for this last 4 minutes.
Potentially about to be a 15-point deficit if Montero makes his free throw. They got Jamie Malonzo playing the power forward role. Short on the free throw. Malonzo secures it. Gilas' problem right now, not taking care of the basketball. Malonzo fresh off the bench. Quick three. That has been the story of the night here for the Gilas Filipinos players.
And that's the dilemma for them. Clarkson goes on to the ball. They go middle pick and roll. He's trapped. He makes the right play, releasing it, and then the guards cannot convert when it comes out. I don't know that that necessarily has to be a catch and shoot three, especially since he had just, Malonzo had just entered the game, but it's the initiation of the offense. They're going to have the defense in rotation after that trap. They have to be willing to attack these closeouts, try to put some pressure on the rim.
Renzo Bondo checking into the game, getting a standing ovation from the home crowd. Another foul committed. Coach, but this is the hard part for Gilas. The PBA doesn't actually sort of assimilate under international rules. It's very similar to the NBA. So right now on the floor you have two PBA players. Clarkson being in the NBA, Soto being in the B League, as well as Renzo Bondo playing KBL. At that point, you can't afford to commit a foul like that when you've already put your team in the penalty. Yeah,
there's no question. They have to show some discipline here defensively. Still some time left in this game, but they're compounding the mistakes with fouls in that instance. Clarkson clearly frustrated, and they've just been throwing things at a wall right now, seeing what will stick. But they have to have something that they can go to here in the last 4 minutes.
15-point ball game. Angola maybe under 4 minutes away from getting that first victory. Again, almost throwing it away. Blocks it now. Hesitates, goes in, kicks out. Thompson, big three. Just can't get it. Another foul committed. That's on Soto. That's going to be his 5th foul. No, it's on Malonzo, I believe. Another foul. Just, I don't know what to say. You're inviting Angola to go back to the charity stripe.
Yeah, and the fouls are so frustrating. Obviously you're disappointed that he doesn't knock the 3 down. Clarkson continuing to make the right read, but you cannot compound that by then fouling up the floor like that. They have to be able to generate some turnovers, try to find something in transition, get something going there, but putting them to the free throw line again and again and again is not the solution.
All he needs to do is just come to the charity stripe, make the free throws. De Souza, no problem with that one. That's going to be a violation of De Souza because he faked. De Souza hesitated, which you can't do, of course.
Yeah, interesting. I feel like the outside official almost had somebody coming in early from the top.
I don't think De Souza did that on purpose, though. I think he was thrown off by something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
Clarkson almost turned it over. Draws the contact. He goes to the free throw line now for Gilas Filipinas. Yeah, for Gilas now, you got to surely put up some full court pressure, though, if you're going to try and slow the game down.
Well, absolutely. They need to actually turn the tempo up, so they need to be picking up full court, trying to speed Angola up, trying to get some turnovers, not fouling right away. Still time left in this game.
Gilas says they got no more fouls to give. So cut this down to a 14-point deficit. Makes them both. Substitutions have been coming quite erratically here in the fourth quarter for Gilas. Ara Pagoy and AJ Edu back into the game. Angola de Souza kicks out. Jundal with a pump fake, but throws it away. And a bit of glimmer now for Gilas.
Yeah, and that's what they need. You know, a little bit of aggression, forcing the turnover. They got to play up tempo. I'd just be coming into, early drag screens for Clarkson and live with what he does.
Clarkson going all the way, no foul call, but now he makes it a 12-point ball game. 3 minutes left. Can Angola hold on? Gilas need to stop sending Angola to the free throw line. Got it by AJ Edu. Finds Abando. Kenny gets a rejection. It's got to get in the head. Finds Abando and goes up. And again, no foul called. But now it's a 6-0 run for Gilas. Home crowd back in this one. But Goy doesn't need to foul. Discipline's what Gilas needs. Listen to this home crowd. And an offensive foul. Oh, De Souza's going to be infuriated. And good job now. Pep Claros calling timeout for Angola. 6-0 run for Gilas Filipinas.
Yeah, a little bit of life here from Gilas. Good to see them pick up, pressuring the ball, able to force some turnovers.
Got him with the elbow.
Yeah, that's definitely the right call. The official had a great angle on that.
That is an excellent decision by Guilherme Locatelli from Brazil, our lead official.
Eso, torre salto. En ataque. Tito. Para kanina yung pasa mo. Oh, dito.
Well, there you can see what basketball means in this country. Basketball, probably the oldest country in the world to have, the country to have the oldest professional league, the PBA. But what these fans want to see is Gilas Filipinas playing at the highest level.
Yeah, no question. I mean, this crowd's still energized and behind this team. Can they come up with a big basket here, force a few more turnovers, make this a tight game down the stretch? But the ball's got to stay in Clarkson's hands, keep things simple, spread, pick and roll, let him make decisions out of it.
Well, Lionel Paulo defending Jordan Clarkson. Good screen by Renzo Bando, getting him open. Home crowd behind Jordan Clarkson. Going to Kai Soto. Soto got it by Gilson Bango. Clarkson trying to go in and around the defense. Finds AJ Edu. AJ Edu goes up and gets the and one. Laban Filipinas. Huso. The time coming from Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, and you can see what happens, right? You put the ball in the hands of your best player. He's creating everything for everyone else, and that's why you brought him onto this team. When those roles are reversed, I just don't think the guards of the Philippines are quite at that quality level to create for them. So, great play here from Clarkson, and now pressure starting to mount here for Angola.
Well, what an atmosphere we have in this arena. Almost a minute ago, Coach, this arena was done. People were leaving for the exits. Lionel Paulo checking out as he's fouling out of the game. Big possession now. Can't get the free throw. But it's got to be a retake. Well, it's an illegal entry. Not sure who committed that one, but well, Gilas have missed 3 free throws so far tonight, 9 for 12. Can AJ Edu cut this down to a 7-point ball game?
Yeah, and interesting here, Coach Claros has gone with the 3-guard lineup here. So Lucchini, really a combo guard. He wants the ball handlers on the floor. Now on the flip side of that, they've kept size defensively on Clarkson all game. So I assume it'll be Lucchini who gets the matchup there, but now Clarkson for the first time is gonna have a smaller defender on him, may be able to bulldog his way into the paint.
Well, the young man who was paid homage by Karl Anthony Towns in his first game, can he step up and make the big free throw? Got it in the end. 3-point play, 7-point deficit. Home crowd rallying behind. Renzo Bondo giving the pressure against her down. Under 10 on the shot clock. Domingos coming off the screen. Kicks out to Bruno Fernando. Fernando in the lane, puts up a tough one. Gilas come up with it. And slows it down here for Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson looking for an opening. Abondo, big 3, takes it, doesn't get it, goes out of bounds. Well, that's a very interesting decision. Now, Coach, if you made that one.
Yeah, this crowd was about to explode, but they need to turn around here. Full court pressure, try and see if they can force a turnover here. I don't think they can afford to let a whole shot clock go off.
Great defense coming from Renzo Bondo. Another offensive foul. Angola choking under intense pressure, giving Gilas Filipinas hope. This is incredible. And they're going to review this. Well, yeah, that might possibly, I'm saying.
Yeah, there's definitely a chance of that. You can see the hands coming up toward the head. And what a break that would be for Gilas right now if it is ruled an unsportsmanlike foul.
Boy, yeah, he got him with the elbow. Well, let's see the decision now. No, regular foul.
Well, a bit of a break there for Angola. Definitely could have been called an unsportsmanlike foul, but they need to find some composure here. Interesting to see they're not picking up full. I would assume they would want to be denying Clarkson here.
Well, Clarkson needs to be a Gilas Superman right now. Trying to go in with the Euro step. Finds Kai Soto and a foul has been committed. So Kyrie will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots.
Yeah, and I think this is the offense that's been missing all game for them. Just keeping it simple, keeping the ball in Clarkson's hands, letting him make the plays based on how the defense is guarding that pick and roll. So expect to see this down the stretch. I'm also surprised too, you know, Angola has kept size on him all game long. For the first time going with a smaller defender. Will they come back? Maybe offense, defense substitutions, get Francisco back on him, look to trap him a little bit more defensively.
Well, one player I've got to give a lot of credit to, Renzo Bondo's full court defense on Dundao. Justin Domingos has been a game changer here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, no question. He's been a real spark plug. You know, his athleticism on display here.
Kyrie makes the second one. 5-point ball game. 1 minute and 6 seconds to go. Home crowd now getting behind this team. Trying to go to Fernando. 7-0 on the shot clock. Double team cover, they left. Gonzalez, wide open, got it! Boa noche, good night, Angola! That is for you. Well, they went for the double team with Renzo Bando, and in the end, Bruno Fernando kicked it into the corner. That is obrigado. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you see a bit of a mistake there by RR Pagoy. Really shouldn't have left the corner. They already had their big man down in low position. When he went, nobody expecting it, so therefore nobody rotates to take that corner three away.
Pagdating dito ni JC, cut kagad ha. Cut back there. Roger all the way sa likod ha. All the way sa likod, okay? JC is coming down. Kyle is coming down there. AJ, you follow. AJ, you're following right behind JC. Okay? Okay. Watch out, come on. We're right here. Dio, let's go. Come on.
Filipinos, one last time.
Well, that three-pointer could be the curtain call here that, stops us from being a potential thriller in Manila. But, Renzo Bando, did he need to come over? It was almost a triple team if you think about it.
Yeah, well, it was, RR Pagoy actually who came over on that baseline trap. Didn't need to do that. Had the big already down there. Because he just went on his own, nobody's expecting it and able to rotate down. Credit to Gerson Domingos, though, for knocking down the big open three.
Well, my apologies to Renzo Bando. You're absolutely right, Coach. It was Roger Pagoy who decided, what the crazy part about it was either AJ Odu or Kai Soju was ready for the help side. But again, you left Domingos wide open.
Yeah, it's a tough mistake there. They need an easy or quick basket here.
Blocks it, goes up, avoids the block, and again, Angola come up with it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to get the thriller in Manila, and Joseph Bango throws that one down. And that's a big-time dunk, and Bruno Fernando, his response says it all. And AJ Edu connects to that one, cutting it back down on an 8-point ball game. Well, history will repeat itself here tonight. 4 years ago, in the final game of the group stage of the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup, Angola left with a victory in overtime. They're going to do the same thing here tonight at the Araneta Coliseum. And Pep Claro saying to his players, keep scoring. Points difference is going to be crucial. Finds Bango. Bango goes in. And the follow-up, that's going to count. That is the cream of the crop there. Bruno Fernando with the exclamation point. 10-point victory for Angola. They win this one 80-70 against Gilas Pilipinas.
Yeah, really, really big win, obviously, for Angola. Came with a little bit of everything in this second half. You start out the second half with those three bigs. Very unconventional lineup that they rolled out. And, throughout, we're finding ways to frustrate Clarkson and that Gilas offense. Really not until the final 3 or 4 minutes did Gilas find any kind of rhythm offensively. And at that point, they had just dug too big of a hole to climb out of.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, phenomenal performance from him. Again, 21 points, 3 assists away from a double-double, had 3 rebounds. But Bruno Fernando prevailing relatively low scoring game, but the leading scorer was Lucani tonight. I mean, he was phenomenal. 4 for 8 from the perimeter. And Angola, 9 3-point field goals. Those fans, they're going to enjoy their own thriller in Manila tonight.
Yeah, no question. Gilas finishing just 18% from 3. The big story of it, when Clarkson had to be the playmaker, not a whole lot of receiving shooters on the other end.
Well, there are the final stats. Gilas with only 4 3-point field goals. And in the end, it was Angola who out-rebounded the Philippines. Both teams with 17 assists. Interestingly, Angola 10 steals. That just tells you the story, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what they do. They pressure you. They try to get you out of your rhythm. Able to force turnovers, get some easy baskets that way.
Second top scorer. Nobody else in double digits for the Philippines. Clarkson with 21. There you can see Lucani with 17. Domingos with the 15 points, but the dagger was the final 3 in the corner. And Bruno Fernando chipping in 14.
Yeah, no question. You know, Gerson Gonçalves, a big stretch there when he got hot, seemingly putting the game out of the way at that point in the fourth quarter. Gilas, you know, credit to them for fighting their way, making it interesting down the stretch, but also should be noted 20 offensive rebounds for Angola in this game.